Browns fans, take a breath. Sunday night in Pittsburgh wasn't just a loss. It felt like a nationally televised funeral for a season that once had real promise. Cleveland didn't just get beat. They humiliated themselves and confirmed every ugly fear about deep-rooted dysfunction on the biggest stage. At the center of the collapse sits one name, Dylan Gabriel, and this goes way deeper than one bad day. We're peeling back a full organizational failure the pressers won't touch with staggering incompetence, brewing locker room heat, a fan base in open revolt, and a head coach whose stubborn pride might sink a championship-caliber roster. Now the crime scene, the numbers sting. Gabriel launched 50 balls. Yes, 50. Desperate heaves trying to rescue the unsalvageable, and the result was barely 220 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 explosive plays, 0 leadership moments, nothing resembling NFL quarterbacking. Sure, the completion rate may fool box score surfers, but anyone who watched saw the truth. Empty checkdowns and panic throws that bled the offense dry, snap after snap. These weren't real completions. It was a parade of checkdowns and dump-offs, 3 yards on 3rd and 8, death by 1,000 timid throws. This wasn't quarterbacking. It was the slow dismantling of an offense, one surrendered snap at a time. And the worst part? Pittsburgh didn't even get fancy. They sat in simple two-high shells and dared Gabriel to hit the 10 to 15-yard windows, the lifeblood of any NFL attack. He couldn't or wouldn't, and kept taking the safe underneath stuff, killing drives before they started. By the fourth, it turned comical. Cameras caught DBS smiling, pointing, openly mocking Cleveland's offense on live TV. Fans went from stunned to furious, and X became ground zero as ruthless memes and clips flooded timelines within minutes. X went ruthless fast. A viral edit slapped Gabriel onto a practice squad roster with finally found his appropriate level, and another side-by-side made even Brandon Weeden look better by comparison. Posts racked up thousands of likes per minute. One tweet pulled 47,000 plus overnight, while others called Gabriel the anchor, dragging the franchise down. Memes mocked endless checkdowns, and fan-made cut-ups of wide-open misses downfield went viral within hours. This wasn't normal post-loss venting. It felt like a city-wide rejection of one player loud and unified. And just when it seemed maxed out, national voices piled on, turning a local meltdown into a full-blown media flogging. Colin Cowherd led off Monday saying the Browns' real franchise quarterback is on the bench, while Kevin Stefanski tanks the season with stubborn loyalty to an overmatched starter. And the take caught fire fast. Stephen A. Smith followed, calling it coaching malpractice, asking if this is pride or politics while the season circles the drain. Skip Bayless, rarely aligned with Stephen A., praised Shedeur Sanders for NFL arm talent, leadership, and competitive fire, while noting Dylan Gabriel looks overwhelmed against real defenses. Start your best quarterback became the drumbeat across shows and timelines. Former players piled on too. Robert Griffin III blasted the 50-plus attempts for approximately 220 yards and 0 touchdowns versus a division rival as proof the offense is broken, calling the performance JV level. And a former Browns quarterback reportedly texted a local reporter that everyone inside knows Shedeur should be playing, which only amped the pressure on Stefanski. Insiders say everyone knows Shedeur should be playing, but the coach won't admit the mistake as the season slips away fast. This isn't one bad night. It's a pattern. Defenses figured Dylan Gabriel out weeks ago with slow processing, marginal arm, shaky pocket presence, and questionable decisions under pressure. Yet he keeps starting like the outcome will magically change. Now it's an internal crisis. The locker room is fed up. Linemen create clean pockets while Gabriel dumps it short. Receivers win routes downfield and get ignored. And a veteran reportedly asked, why run deep if he won't throw past 15 yards? The defense is furious after watching their work wasted drive after drive. Cleveland's defense played championship-level ball, held Pittsburgh under 20, forced turnovers, and handed the offense short fields, yet Dylan Gabriel squandered every chance. Their game-winning work keeps dying because the offense can't capitalize and patience is gone. Post-game, tension reportedly boiled over. A defensive captain confronted Gabriel, words flew, and teammates jumped in to separate them. Stefanski downplayed it publicly, but insiders say the locker room is at a critical, near-explosive point. The most maddening part, Shedeur Sanders is right there on the sideline, watching the collapse, knowing he can change the tempo, and teammates see it every day in practice. Teammates see the arm, the calm, the leadership, and many believe Shedeur Sanders is the Browns' best, maybe only, path to winning. Yet he stays benched, and no one can explain why. Politics, pride, draft status, Rumors say veterans have privately urged Kevin Stefanski to make the switch. The offensive coordinator reportedly agrees, and position coaches admit Gabriel's limitations are now an obstacle to success. But Stefanski stays firm, backing Gabriel despite mounting evidence. And the real issue is shifting to the coach's credibility, stubbornness, and refusal to use the obvious solution sitting on his own bench. These choices aren't just costing games, they're shredding Kevin Stefanski's reputation across the league, with coaches questioning his judgment and execs wondering if he's lost the room. His post-game moment became a meme when, asked about starting Shedeur Sanders, he said with a straight face, "Dylan gives us the best chance to win." X exploded, and that line turned into the rallying cry for a furious fan base demanding change. Zoom out, and it's even uglier. The Browns have a championship-caliber roster almost everywhere except quarterback. Elite defense, real weapons, solid O-line, steady special teams. Dylan Gabriel's limits are handcuffing the whole operation while the potential solution sits idle on the bench, and rival fans are loving it. "Thanks for the easy win," Steelers Nation taunted, begging Cleveland to keep starting Gabriel. This wasn't just another loss. It felt season-defining, the kind that can knock a team out of contention by Thanksgiving. Overnight, the national narrative flipped from dark horse contender to case study in dysfunction, coaching stubbornness, and wasted talent. Another promising year drifting toward the rocks because the one position that matters most is dragging everything down. Here's the hard truth the organization has to face. This is sunk cost football. Cleveland invested draft capital, handed out the starting job, and doubled down in public. And now they're riding the commitment instead of the results, while a better option waits for a real shot. Cleveland's riding a bad investment and won't admit it. They keep throwing good snaps after bad, while a better option sits ready on the sideline. That stubbornness wrecking a winnable season for no good reason. By Monday, X was ruthless. Hashtag start shatter and hashtag Gabriel gotta go trended as fans dropped mock trades and missing Browns offense posters with Gabriel's face. Creativity was wild, anger was real, and the message was crystal clear. Change the quarterback now. Digital protests erupted. Profiles flipped to Shedeur. Mass tweet storms hit team accounts, and podcasts ran emergency episodes demanding his promotion. This isn't a fringe outcry. It's the majority of the fan base, united behind one demand: play Shedeur Sanders now. The organization faces a simple fork in the road: keep backing a struggling starter and risk losing the locker room, or admit the mistake and give Shedeur the shot he's earned to rescue a season hanging by a thread. The clock's ticking, rivals are gaining, and the playoff window is closing fast. Call it what it is: coaching malpractice and organizational failure, a total disconnect from reality. The Pittsburgh loss made it obvious. The Browns lack a quarterback who can win big games, the staff won't make the move, and the season is spiraling while the fix sits in plain sight. So how long until Cleveland acknowledges what everyone already sees? This was supposed to be a resurgence. Instead, it's another quarterback disaster and another wasted year unless the one obvious decision finally gets made. Drop your take below, hit like, and subscribe for the unfiltered breakdowns. This saga isn't over.